Hi everyone, Alessandra here from PaperArtAlessandra, and today I'm sharing Giulia. So I just finished Giulia, and it's very special, this journal. First, because of the name, is my daughter's name, and only her name is spelled different. Also, it's special because I went on vacation last month with both of my daughters, and we saw beautiful museums, churches, fountains, buildings. They were all gorgeous, and we saw beautiful art. I was very inspired, and when I saw the paper cameo digital kits, Divinity 1 and 2, I decided to stop everything I was doing and create a journal. And I added a lot of the art that I saw. I printed postcards and images from vintage books that I had, so I created this journal. And for the cover, I used a lot of vintage lace, and I put them all together. This is a little bit of gold. They're beautiful. So I hand stitched a lot of them, and this is the back. So I added this cameo here, and you can remove it. And for the inside, there's this vintage wallpaper. It's from Craft Paper Bit from Sarah. I love her vintage French papers. And I created a window for the first page here with this vintage frame I had, and this journaling card I made with the background from the Divinity kit, and I added these flowers also from the kit, and this is a part from one of the pages from the Divinity kit. I used a few other kits from Paper Cameo. I'm gonna write it down all the names of the digital kits that I use it. So here in the back there's this handmade paper from Heather, which I added some gold, and this is antique French document from my collection. I have some of those, and I like to add them in the journals. And it's beautiful. The handwriting, it's gorgeous. So it's from 1856. So pretty. So this is included, and then here in this pocket there's this photograph from this lady. It's an antique photograph, French photograph, and I like the background here. It matches with the pages from the kit, so I think it's perfect. I like her purse. So then there's this pocket. This is a page from the kit, and I didn't want to add anything because the page is beautiful as it is. So I left like this, and here I made a flip, and here's a bookmark. I brought this bookmark, and I just made it a copy from it and made it into a bookmark for the journal. And here is a copy. I brought this postcard. I saw this painting, and I thought I had to include this, so I made a copy from the postcard, and I made it into a pocket. And here I created a journaling card with this image from another painting, and here it's a tuck spot. Beautiful rose book page, French document, Here it's a pocket that I created, this tiny card, and this journaling card I created with this image is from one of my digital kits, and this is from the paper cameo, and this is a handmade paper that I added gold, and this is my blue handmade paper, hand-dyed paper. And here I made those pages. This page is from the Divinity kit. They're all from the Divinity kit, and I made it into a flip. So the first flip here is a piece from the kit that I cut it, and here I made a pocket with an image from another kit that I used last year, and I made this tiny card. Here there's this card that I created. So I brought this notebook and I printed the picture for this card, and I added gold and some flowers and some gold stamps. And here it's a flip. This is, I made a lot of those cards, and I have them in the journal, and they look like art framed pieces, and I painted the frame in gold, and I added the glue dot in the back. So it's a journaling card. You can write in the back, and you can just glue it permanently or just leave it with the glue dot if you want. And here's another flip and another of the frame cards. This image is beautiful. It's from a vintage book, this also. And I made a frame and a gold frame. And this card I created with a piece from the Divinity kit. Some more paper, handmade paper from Heather. And here it's a pocket and another tiny pocket here. And this paper is my hand-dyed paper. I love this blue. So here I embossed this frame, and I cut this image from a book, and I made it looks like a painting. And this frame is from another of the paper cameo digital kits, and I cut it and made it into like a frame and added this image in the back. And this is another of the frame cards. And here it's a journaling card that I made with this beautiful image, the flowers from the Divinity kit, and I created in the old book page. Here's a tiny tuck spot. Here I created this pocket from one of my digital kits, and this is a card that I created for the back, and here it's some vintage wallpaper, and here it's some antique documents. This is from 1848. It's a small, I guess, document. And so I created this page, and I added this charm, and this is a antique French book page, and this is a card that I made. I love this image, so pretty. Some more papers with gold, and this is from the kit. It's a tuck spot that I placed it here, and I created this card with one image from one of my older kits, and I glue it out actually in the real antique postcard. So this it's a page from the paper cameo, the Divinity kit, and this it's from another page that I cut it and added gold and made into a pocket. And this I made a floating pocket, I guess, and I added this piece of sari silk for closure, and it's one of the envelopes that I printed the front and back and I glued together, so when you open you have image inside, and I added a lace here and this beautiful image from one of my postcards, and it's like a floating envelope. And this is some texture that I added in one of the images from an older kit from the paper cameo. This is a pocket and another pocket here, and this page is also from the Divinity kit, and another one of the frame cards with this lovely image. Here I created this pocket, and there's another pocket here. Those images are also from the Divinity kits. I made a collage, and this is a card I made in a French book page. So this image, black and white, is from one of my digital kits. I added the image of the lady and some flowers. This is the rose book page, and this is a vintage photo album page, and I just cut it and made into a page here. And this image is from a vintage book. I just cut it and added a back and some gold, and it looks like it's a painting, and this is delicate, so you have to be careful. And here it's an antique postcard, beautiful stamps, and I created this duck spot. And this is another page from the kit that I didn't want to do anything because it's beautiful as it is. And here I made a lace pocket, and those two are from two older kits from the paper cameo. This is also from the Divinity kit. It's another beautiful page, and this also from the kit, and I created this pocket, and here's one of the frames, and this card, it's so beautiful. So I saw this painting and it's gorgeous, and I got inspired to make a card. So here it's some vintage wallpaper. This is from the paper cameo, and this is from antique French paper, and I added some lace and a bow. And this is a duck spot, some antique book pages. Here it's a flip from a piece of envelope from the kit, the Divinity kit. And here I added a lace pocket, some more vintage papers, another charm. Here is another envelope from the kit that I cut it and made into a page. And here it's a tiny duck spot. And here it's this map book that I have. It's a vintage map book. And this band is from the Divinity kit. And this little card, my daughter gave it to me. It's gold. So, French document. I created this card from one image from one of my digital kits. I added vintage wallpaper, and I made this duck spot, and this is an antique book piece, book page. And here it's a lace pocket with this card, the same paper that I used before. This is a tuck spot that I made from the Divinity kit, and I added this image that I made into like it looks like it's a frame. It's from a vintage book, and this is a tuck spot. And here it's the map, vintage map book, and the tuck spot. This kit is an older kit from the paper cameo from last year. I love this book page, it's beautiful. And another charm, my dyed paper. This is a tiny tuck spot, and I made this collage, and this frame is from one of my digital kits, and I added the background from the paper cameo and this image. And this lady, it's lovely. Then this is the center, this beautiful vintage book page, and this is another lace pocket. This card is from inside the church, and this is a vintage envelope. Here it's a tiny tuck spot, a tiny pocket from the Divinity kit, and I made this card. I added texture. Here it's from the kit that I cut it and made into a tuck spot. Some more paper ephemera, and this card you can color if you want. The map book, and this it's a page from the kit, the Divinity kit, and I added this tuck spot corner here, and I made this wax seal. I painted gold, and so pretty. Then I made this card with a piece from the Divinity kit, and I added this little angel image, and this I created the card, and I added this from the Divinity kit and the wax seal, and this is a flip also from the Divinity kit. This color is so beautiful. So here it's another pocket and the tuck spots. I created this card, and I added some texture, vintage wallpaper, flowers from the Divinity kit, and from here is some texture. This handmade paper from Heather, and this page I created with one of the pages from the book, the digital kit. I folded in half and I cut it the center, and I made it into like a frame. So I added two images, one in the front and one in the back. And here it's a small page, and I added I painted this, and this is from a book that I have, and it's May, so I added here. And this is another of the frame cards that I made with the glue dot, and this is a tuck spot, and this is from the Divinity kit. It's like a curtain, so I cut it and I made it into like a tuck spot and corner. And this is the back, so pretty, and another pocket here, and this image is gorgeous. And this is the back, the vintage wallpaper. So this is my journal, Giulia. I hope you like it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.